chains, whips, physical domination. Have you ever wondered about these? It's all part of the BDSM lifestyle. Bondage and discipline, dominant and submissive, sadomasochism. Most people believe that this is tied into sex. And while it can be for some, others draw a hard line between the two. They are not the same thing, says Clarice Thorne, author of the SMN Feminist. The lifestyle caught my attention early, so I started to learn more about it. Now I'm going to share some points with you. When 50 Shades of Grey came out in 2015, college students started showing more interest. So now, Harvard University hosts a student group for undergraduates interested in consensual S&M. I'm going to enlighten the audience about BDSM. I'm going to define BDSM. I'm going to tell the history of BDSM, provide information on different dynamics of the lifestyle, provide information on the reality of BDSM, and provide some benefits of BDSM. Yes, there's benefits. BDSM in more detail, from Kink and BDSM 101 written by Roman Warren. Bondage is physically restraining a partner. Discipline, giving physical or psychological punishment to control behavior. Sadomasochism, sexual sadism, is deriving pleasure from inflicting physical or psychological pain on someone. It's not the same as pure sadism. Dominant submission, dom-sub, or DS, the power exchange between partners, maybe in their sexual relationships or maybe in all aspects of the relationship. Now, understanding the terms, knowing where it came from, is quite a story to tell. So according to historian Ann Novus, BDSM began in the Mesopotamia, where goddess Inanna induced her followers to perform a dance for her. Then she whipped them into a sexual frenzy. The issues with the historical depiction of BDSM is the focus on the physical aspects of sex. The focus of BDSM changed from being about trust and honesty to control and sexual gratification. England, France, some parts of Germany, from the 16th century to the 19th century, experiences blossoming from the publications of Thomas Shadwell's The Virtuoso to John Cleland's Fanning Hill. The Marquis de Sade changed erotica in the late 1700s with the publication of 120 Days of Saddam and Justine. But BDSM really came out in the closet in the 20th century in Germany after World War I, and to have fun. Now, in the 1940s and 50s, John Willie, a photographer for sex magazines, he gave America the contemporary look, with the leather, the high heels, the latex, the dresses, the binding of the hands and arms together. Well, then you have Betty Page, the queen of BDSM. She revolutionized sexuality in the 60s. Part of the sexual revolution was because of her. From the 70s onward, the sociological research of BDSM as a collective, consenting, and social behavior has progressed and diversified. 50 Shades of Grey has opened the eyes to today's world. However, don't be fooled by the movie. It depicts more of an abusive relationship than what the BDSM lifestyle represents. So the reality of the BDSM lifestyle and the dynamic of the relationships, there's so much more to explore. Relationship dynamic means the way in which two or more people are connected and behave toward each other, characterized by constant change or progress. Different people will have different ideas. In the most common dynamic, the dom-sub, there's a lot to explore. There's limits, safe words, understanding of each other, the communication, love, caring, being taken care of. Being taken care of is a huge part of this lifestyle. This is my favorite part. This is a lifestyle choice and not just a part-time role play. Sex is far from the most important aspect. Consent to everything is the most important. This is the largest difference between BDSM and domestic abuse. A partner can also withdraw their consent anytime throughout the scenes by using the safe word or by communicating and telling their partner that's too much. Safe words are an important part of this lifestyle. Red, yellow, green, they're a huge form of our safe word in this lifestyle. But communication in these relationships, they're extremely important. The sub must allow her dom to have authority, but this is done completely free-willed from the sub. With this responsibility, it also comes other roles. In the role of the sub, you can choose what it means to you. Me, I personally enjoy being told what to do from the bedroom to the chores. And as time goes on, you learn your expectations and you begin to be able to read each other and what's needed. Wow, sounds exactly like something I'd enjoy. Being taken care of before, during, and after sex. Well, in verywellmind.com, it talked about the more researchers are having issues finding anything wrong with this dynamic. So research has shown in the BDSM practices that can trigger biological effects that are similar to running and similar to a full yoga practice and give you the same zen, fulfilling it. These activities control how much cortisol, which is also referred to as the stress hormone, is coming through your body. You also have to discuss with your partner what you like, what you don't like. You negotiate stuff, you plan out scenes. You're using precautions and safety that involve a strong sense of assertiveness, also giving you a lot of communication. Practicing BDSM can be a very powerful experience for couples and bring them together. You have to start with a very honest conversation with them. Starts your trust. Research was done from the International Society for Sexual Medicine to specifically measure the mental well-being of people participating in BDSM. They discovered that BDSM practitioners weren't psychologically damaged as previously assumed, but they were actually more well-adjusted on certain measures compared to non-BDSM practitioners. BDSM partners felt more secure in their relationships, had an increased sense of well-being, were more conscientious towards others, more open to trying new experiences. They also have had decreased anxiety, were less sensitive to others' perceptions. Transitions, maybe the things that I hear from the guys about sex being the key to everything is true. So you've been given a lot of information about the BDSM lifestyle. From reality to dynamics, from goddesses to your health. I know you learned a thing or two. Hopefully you'll take this knowledge and explore more about yourself. This world would be boring if everyone was like me. At least a little more kinky.